Hi guys, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm going to do a book haul for both the months of June and July. I'm going to start off with all of the stuff that I bought brand new, or got brand new. So, the one that I am most excited about is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is a play by Jack Thorne, and the story is by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. Guys, it is new Harry Potter, okay? This takes place 19 years after the Battle of Hogwarts, and we follow Albus Potter, Harry's son, as he starts his first year at Hogwarts, and as he makes friends with Scorpius Malfoy. And we also get to follow Harry as an adult and see him interact with Ginny and Hermione and Ron. I so love Scorpius so much, guys. So I love it. I think it fits wonderfully within the world. I know some people have been having different opinions about it, and I was really unsure when I first finished it because I was such an emotional wreck when I finished this book, but I love Scorpio so much that I think it overrules all my other feelings, guys. So, yep, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. My other super exciting purchase I have is Air for Free by Relient K, which is their new record, which I have on vinyl. Super excited. I really love Relient K. They're my favorite band. I love Disc 2 the best, although part of that might be because Disc 1 is kind of messed up. But I love it. It's so pretty. So pretty, too. My brother and I jointly purchased two different books, and one of them is Dune by Frank Herbert, which is this kind of classic science fiction story, an epic. It's set in the future, and I know that there's this war going on over this thing called a spice, and that there are like worms that come out of the sand and stuff. I haven't read the book, and the description on the back doesn't help any. It's just like, this book is awesome, read it. So I can't give you guys a description of Dune because I haven't read it myself, and the book is not helping, but it's pretty big in the science fiction world, so I feel like I need to read it. The other book that I jointly purchased with my brother is The Martian by Andy Weir, and this is a science fiction story not that far into the future. I think it's in like the 2020s or something. But Mark Watney is an astronaut for NASA who gets stranded on Mars. There's a storm, and his crewmates think he's died, so they leave, except that he's not dead, and so now he needs to survive on Mars until NASA can come back for him. And I love this story of survival and like technical know-how and trying to problem solve the heck out of everything. And I also bought the movie. So I haven't read the book yet, but I have seen the movie, and the movie is freaking awesome. So excited. That was my other purchase, was I bought the movie. So yay. Yay for The Martian. The last brand new book I have for these months is Birth of a Theorem by Cedric Villani, and I won this as part of a Goodreads giveaway. It is nonfiction, mathematical geekiness. I haven't read it, but I will read you the description on the back. Cedric Villani, the Lady Gaga of mathematics, as he has been called, was awarded the prestigious Fields Medal in recognition of a proof he and his former student, Clément Mahot, don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry, devised to explain one of the most baffling phenomena known to contemporary physics. In Birth of a Theorem, Villani evokes the highly personal and often frustrating process of mathematical discovery. He doesn't oversimplify or overexplain. Instead, he invites the reader into his life, drawing on diaries, emails, and the raw stuff of calculation in an utterly novel and provocative way. Villani paints an unforgettable self-portrait of the mathematician at work and at home, dealing with life's daily problems while at the same time wrestling with the most daunting challenge of his career. So, total math and science geek. So excited to get to read this finally. I also have 3 sets of movies that I bought, which are like Turner Classic Movie compilations. I've been obsessed with musicals ever since I got hooked on Hamilton. So the first one is a collection of Broadway musicals, which includes Showboat, Annie Get Your Gun, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and Kiss Me Kate. I've seen Kiss Me Kate, and I love it. And I think I've seen Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. But I'm excited to have them all. Then I have a James Stewart collection, which includes The Shop Around the Corner, The Stratton Story, The Spirit of St. Louis, and The FBI Story. I've only seen Shop Around the Corner, but it is totally worth paying the $10 to get all of these movies just for Shop Around the Corner. Total romantic fluff, and I love it. And then I have a Judy Garland collection, which I think are all musicals. It's For Me and My Gal, The Harvey Girls, and The Good Old Summertime, and Summer Stock. And I love In the Good Old Summertime, which is kind of a reworking of Shop Around the Corner. So, ta-da, I love old movies. And then we have the brand new comics I got. I have some of the Vision comics from 2016. One, I think two, 3, and then we jumped to 6 because that's what the comic book store had. I'm obsessed with Vision since watching Age of Ultron and kind of interested in like this idea that he has a family. But I haven't actually read them yet, so I wasn't that excited by it, I guess. Then I have Black Widow comics, also from 2016. I have issues 1 and 3. Again, couldn't find 2. But we have Black Widow kind of getting blackballed out of S.H.I.E.L.D. and having to go on her own. So I liked these ones. I did read them. I have Doctor Who, 12th Doctor Year 2 comics, issues 5 and 6. I love Doctor Who. Honestly, I haven't read these yet, any of the Doctor Who comics. But I love them, so I got them. I don't know. And lastly, I have Dirk Gently, issue 4, Spoon Too Short, from 2016. I love the first series. I actually haven't read the second series yet, even though I have issues 1 through 4 now. I need to get on my comic reading instead of just spending my money at the comic book store. But, ta-da! There is my brand new stuff that I bought. Okay, so here are the used books I bought. Kind of went a bit overboard with the 10-cent books and have more than I will probably read before I buy more books, but oh well. The first one I have is The House of Spirits by Isabel Allende. And then I have 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And I need to read more diverse books. I got both of these because they're both from Hispanic, Latin American culture, so I need to read more about them. I think they both follow like one family, like several generations of one family, but otherwise don't know a whole lot about them. But they're both pretty well regarded books, so I decided I was going to start there. So ta-da! I have another John Steinbeck book because I love his writing. This one is The Log from the Sea of Cortez, which is about a fishing trip. It was Steinbeck, that's all I needed to know, guys. And it was like 10 cents, so of course I had to get it. I have 1984 by George Orwell, which I have read already, but it was lacking for my collection. And this is a dystopian future, which is actually now our past because the book was written in 1949. But in this alternate 1984, we have this world taken over by Big Brother, and it's pretty good, guys. It's a good science fiction book. I also got Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Cannot pronounce that name. I can't remember if I read this book or not, and I also can't remember what it's supposed to be about. Ta-da! I have 2 of the Lost Years of Merlin books by T.A. Barron. These follow a young Merlin as he's discovering his powers and growing up. So I have The Lost Years of Merlin, and I have The 7 Songs of Merlin, which are books 1 and 2. I have one of the other books in the series, but haven't read them because I want to start at the beginning. So now I can start at the beginning and read them. Love fantasy series. And then I have 2 James Herriot books, which are All Things Bright and Beautiful, and Every Living Thing. James Herriot was a veterinary doctor in England, and these are kind of his memoirs, I think. Is that the right word? of his experiences doing that. And I haven't read either of these books or any of his books actually, but I have seen the show All Creatures Great and Small, or is it All Things Bright and Beautiful? What is the name of the show? But there is a show from the 80s about his books, which I have seen, which is awesome. So I'm excited to actually read the books. And then I have King Lear by William Shakespeare, which I have not read. But any Shakespeare play that I do not own is an auto-buy, and this is one of the Folger editions, even if it's one of the older ones, with explanatory notes. So excited. Booyah. I also have Nadia Knows Best by Jill Mansell, and this is chick lit about Nadia, who gets stuck in a snowstorm with this guy, Jay, who she is tempted by, but she's seeing somebody else, so kind of got this emotional struggle going on. So, I love chick lit. New book. New to me book. Then I have Not a Fan by Kyle Idleman, which is Christian nonfiction, and it's about how we shouldn't just be a fan as Christians, like there's sacrifice involved, and it's more than just rooting for our team to win kind of thing. So one of my friends has read this and said it's a good book, so got it when I saw it. And then I have Tina Fey's Bossy Pants, which is her autobiography, and I love Tina Fey as a comedian, and I've heard really good things about this book, so now I own it and can read it. It's supposed to be really funny, so hopefully it is. So there is my book haul for the months of June and July. Let me know if you've read any of these books or seen the movies, comics, whatever, and what you've thought of them. Are you interested by any of these? And yeah, the full list will be down in the description if you want to go explore further what I got. Yeah. Peace out. I love you guys and keep reading. Bye.